Okay, let's start the video off with a few tweets. This first one is a Bitcoin chart, a weekly chart. This is from BTC Fuel, and they say Bitcoin has made a bullish cross on the weekly MACD, which is really positive. If you can see here on the histogram, the MACD is making a bullish crossover, and they got a lot of room to run up this way. And what a nice chart in the weekly. They made a high here, then a low, a bit of a higher high, almost a double top, but it's a higher high here, then a lower low, and now some bullish technicals saying that this cross could leave it higher. I think we're going to see up to 70,000 before it meets some resistance. But Will Clement says something similar. He says, wouldn't this be nice? What if? And the weekly chart again, up, down, up, down. What if it just continues to go up, down? Oh, wouldn't that be nice if it was that easy to read? Wolf of Wall Street, Scott Melker. I love following this guy. He shows this area of support and resistance. Was support here in the late 2021. Broke through that and now served as resistance to the top. And we just busted through here with this candle, but he's suggesting that maybe it'll act as support again and go up higher. So really interesting times. Larry Fink of Blackrock suddenly seems open to crypto. He was not very warm to it a while back, but Larry Fink goes from crypto hate to crypto interest. This is big news considering Fink has often spoke ill of digital assets in the past. BlackRock oversees the management of approximately $10 trillion in assorted monies and assets, and it's likely the company may be moving towards crypto. In a letter to its clients and board members alike, Fink hinted at the growing trend behind the crypto space. What about Greenpeace? Breaking news today. Bitcoin uses more energy than some countries. It's resurrecting closed fossil fuel plants and driving climate devastation. So Greenpeace is now taking up the bandwagon to get against proof of work. And here's a story to support that. Environmental groups backed by the co-founder of a cryptocurrency embroiled in a lawsuit with the SEC are pushing towards a fundamental change to Bitcoin. The campaign, a collaboration between Greenpeace USA and the Environmental Working Group, is launching a $5 million campaign and backing from co-founder of Ripple Labs, cryptocurrency company currently embroiled in a lawsuit with the SEC, alleging selling unregistered securities. And if you don't change the code changes you. So, maybe Greenpeace should just get on the bandwagon here and let the code change them. Tahini's restaurant again making some news up in Canada. So in this conversation, Tahini's restaurant sat down to talk with Pierre, and he is a prime minister candidate up in Canada. And it's becoming obvious that every candidate for political office is going to have a platform on cryptocurrency, and we're seeing it up in Canada as well. So Pierre Poilievre is the first, to the best of my knowledge, to actually have a platform on cryptocurrency, and he is a big supporter of Bitcoin. In this story from the CBC, in a pitch to cryptocurrency investors, Poilievre says he wants Canada to be the blockchain capital of the world. Okay, moving on. Terra's Luna has just shattered a new all-time high after that $1.3 billion purchase in Bitcoin from Terra, the parent of Luna. The rapidly growing token has rallied by over 10% to hit a price of $9.66 for the first time. Terra has become a persistent buyer of Bitcoin. Speaking to Bloomberg on Monday, Do Kwon, the CEO of LFG and Terraform Labs, confirmed that the company had snapped up over $1 billion in Bitcoin since the end of January. The reason why we are particularly interested in Bitcoin is because we believe that it is the strongest digital reserve asset. UST is going to be the first internet-native currency that implements the Bitcoin standard as part of its monetary policy. And not to be outdone, Michael Saylor is not going to let Do Kwon have all the headlines. He's not going to let him buy up all the Bitcoin without getting noticed. Michael Saylor said that Microstrategy subsidiary will purchase Bitcoin after closing a $205 million crypto collateralized loan. So they're buying $205 million more of Bitcoin. In a Tuesday announcement, Microstrategy said Silvergate issued a $205 million loan secured by certain Bitcoin held in Microstrategy's collateral account. The firm's subsidiary, Microstrategy, will be using the proceeds of the loan to purchase Bitcoin, to pay fees and interest related to the loan, and handle general corporate expenses. So yeah, Michael Saylor is buying more Bitcoin. A shocker of the day? Probably not. Here, breaking news about Axie Infinity. And their Ethereum sidechain Ronin was hit by a $600 million exploit. Not good news, but Ronin, an Ethereum sidechain built to support the play-to-earn game Axie Infinity, has suffered an exploit, developers said on Tuesday. 173,000 plus ETH, worth roughly $590 million, $25.5 million worth of the stablecoin USDC were lost. So Ronin, the blockchain network tied to the popular play-to-earn game Axie Infinity, suffered an exploit last week, resulting in the loss of more than $600 million worth of cryptocurrency. And OpenSea teases April integration of Solana NFTs. NFT traders will be able to buy and sell Solana NFTs on OpenSea's website starting next month. The firm hinted in a video promo I posted on Twitter. So Solana will be the fourth blockchain that OpenSea will support after Ethereum, Polygon, and Klaton. So there you have it, the news for today. Thanks, everyone. Take care.